Hello guys, and welcome back to the Fiorentina Career Mode. Today we are going with episode number 47, and we do start today's episode off with the round of 16 tie versus Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Looking forward to showing you guys this game. It's a big game for us, and obviously we want to try and win the, well, not win the Champions League, we want to try and progress. Obviously in the last leg we won 1-0. Unfortunately, the footage for that got lost, so you guys never saw that. But as I said, honestly, we did play that legit, and we won. I don't know how, but we did. And today, going into this game with the team, we decided to rest a few players. I think 2 days later, we've got a game against Verona, so our players were already quite tired anyway, on kind of like yellowish fitness, I guess you could say. And we start off pretty badly. Philipp Lahm seeming to be playing as a striker or something like that anyway, getting into a great position for himself and picking himself up a goal to send Bayern through on an early lead. Now obviously the only advantage we do have here is if we can get an away goal, because they didn't get one against us, so that could be really the only way we're likely to progress through from this round, is if we can get ourselves a goal. And then obviously even if Bayern score 2 and we only score 1 here, we still go through, so there is a high chance that we could actually progress through into the quarterfinals. But it really does depend on whether or not we can score a goal against Bayern. And you guys know what Bayern Munich are like in career mode. They are very hard to beat, and we get very unlucky hitting the post, which seems to be happening quite a lot. I do apologise for the results in the past few episodes. It's been very, very poor. And also something to note, this is going to be a 3-game special. I forgot to do it for episode 45. By the time I realised, I was already commentating it, and I'd already recorded all of it. So unfortunately, it was kind of too late, but we decided to do it today instead, and we do actually get ourselves a goal. So basically now, guys, we can concede one more goal and it doesn't matter, we still go through, which is good to know, at least obviously on the away goal rule. And Kondogbia there picks himself up the goal, and I'm really impressed with Jeffrey Kondogbia since coming into the club in the January transfer window. Nice little CDM there. He's still fairly low rated, I think he's like 78, 79. Hopefully he can start growing a lot as well. And Loic Remy's gone up to an 82 overall as well, which is something to know. I'll probably do a squad report soon. And as I said in the last episode, I'll say it again, if you have any questions for a Q&A, that will be for episode 50. I'm going to be doing 2 live games most likely, and probably a normal episode as well, like we did for episode 50, the Arsenal Career Mode. It'll probably be 3 post-com games and 2 fully live games, so it'll be around about 45 minutes long again, and that should be coming up sometime next week. So if you have any questions for a possible Q&A, then do let me know. We can see the goal here, unfortunately, but all we had to do was hold on to this or score ourselves for the last 9 minutes, and we would be going through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And trust me, I'm dreading the opposition. Obviously Bayern has been one of the worst teams we could have come up against. You know, it could have been Bayern, it could have been like Barcelona, Real Madrid. We didn't get lucky at all with this draw, and we do actually pick up the win eventually over 2 legs, which is good. And we do progress through to the quarterfinals, where we shall be playing Schalke, and that game will be in just a second. I actually forgot to show you guys a game that I simmed. It was against Catania, and we won 5-0. I will show you that in the next episode. If not, remind me to in the comments section below. I did sim that game, and I completely forgot to record. I completely forgot to put it in this video, so I do apologise, but we did do that anyway. I think it was after this game anyway, so the results wouldn't add up just yet. Anyway, we do go into a second game of the episode. It's not Verona, sorry, it's Hellas Verona, and they have a fairly okay team. I don't know if that is Yannick Sagbo from Wolves starting up front for them or not. I'm not too sure whether or not that is the same Sagbo that I'm thinking of. If anyone wants to try and confirm that in the comments, feel free to do so. But we do go into this game pretty much with our strongest team, starting at Freddie Guarin. Haven't been using him too much, not too sure if I do want to keep him or not come the summer. He is now 30 years old, and potentially selling him on could give us a little bit of money. I know there are a few unsettled players here. Gonzalo Rodriguez is one of them, Marcus Alonso, the left back, is another one. So I reckon in the summer, guys, for the final season, we could be doing a little bit of a clear out, depending on who comes to us and says, you know, that they want to leave the club, and I will be probably selling on quite a few players as well. This team does need a little bit of readjusting for the final season, and then it will be pretty much perfect, and then obviously by then we'll be pretty much at FIFA 16, which, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting really excited for FIFA 16 now, especially with all of the news. If you didn't check my video on career mode, there has been quite a lot of news announced to do with FIFA 16 career mode. It looks absolutely epic, and I really cannot wait to start playing it. You know, the main thing is like the transfer budget. Obviously this season I'm worried that even if we do well towards the end of the season, our budget will be very thin next season. And obviously I used the only financial takeover I had on the Hertha series, and I ended that series 2 episodes later, so it's a little bit frustrating that we've done that. But this game against Hellas Verona was very boring, you know, not really too much to talk about in the opening 45 minutes of that game. But we come through here with Karim Babacar, and he does score a goal. And something to note also is Fiorentina in real life for some reason have sold on Gomez, and I don't know why, because they are now relying on like Babacar and other young players. Obviously they've still got Rossi, but it just seems a bit weird. They're kind of selling off a lot of their really good players. Also Stefan Savic, who obviously we sold in the first season. It just doesn't make sense what Fiorentina are trying to do in real life. Clearly we are doing a better job here, and we concede straight away. I could just tell it was coming, guys, and I don't know what's been going on with me. This last week has been probably the worst week of FIFA for me I have ever played. Like, my form has been absolutely dog shit, and I apologise for the language, but honestly I've just been in such bad form on FIFA. I'm getting so unlucky. I feel like the goals that I was scoring a week or two ago, something like this, just don't go in anymore, and I don't know why. It feels like the game's been tweaked. I'm not too sure if that's just completely in my imagination, or if, you know, something has been tweaked, and it seems to make it a lot harder for some reason. We are obviously still playing on world class. It's not like I've bumped the difficulty up or anything like that, but yeah, we obviously did sim the game in between this, and I do apologise for not showing you guys that. I'll do it in the next episode if I remember to. If not, be sure to ask me to in the comments, and I will do so for next episode. We do go into the quarter-final, the first leg, away from home at the Veltins Arena, obviously to Schalke. You can see their team there. They've brought in Kevin Strootman, very good central midfielder, and I imagine has been a very good signing for them in this career mode. Obviously the likes of Julian Draxler, Maximilian Meyer, and Choupo-Moting in the team, alongside players like Farman as well. So this, I think, was a pretty even game. You see the table at the start of this game. The only other teams in the competition were like Dortmund, Man United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and there was one more. I think it was Chelsea, if I haven't already said Chelsea already. So we literally got probably the luckiest draw out of all of them. No disrespect to Schalke, but out of them teams, I would say that Schalke is probably the weaker of them. Ever so slightly, really, but, you know, we did get quite lucky in that draw, because it could quite have easily been Real Madrid or Barcelona, or I guess Dortmund would have been a slightly easier one. But even so, you know, if we could get through this leg against Schalke, I would be completely fine with getting to the semi-finals. I don't know if it's going to happen though. Schalke are a fantastic team, and, you know, we didn't start off too well here. That sort of goal, guys, you know that's going in as soon as they hit it, when they spin round on the spot. How many times have we conceded a goal like that? It just pisses me off. That is something that every time a player does that type of shot, it goes in. I swear to God, even if I play on, you know, online career mode like I'm doing now, showing you guys it, or offline, it always goes in. We conceded again. At this point I was getting seriously pissed off with the game, so we did the kickoff glitch, and thankfully Loic Remy made it work. And as I said, if we could get through this round, I don't really mind if we get knocked out in the semi-final, but because, in my opinion, we can beat Schalke, it would be great to get through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Obviously, getting through to the final could be very difficult depending on, if we do progress, what opponent we end up facing. I really don't know, and we'll find that out in the next episode, because I'm going to record that in about half an hour's time. So then we'll find out, well, I will find out, and I'll show you guys this evening on Sunday what the result of that game is. And we do get back into it with Remy, and thankfully, guys, we actually end up picking up a draw. Very lucky to actually walk away with that game with anything. Gives us an advantage in the second leg by the fact we have 2 away goals. Just means we cannot concede to Schalke, otherwise it's going to absolutely go tits up. So hopefully, guys, we can try and do better in the next episode. And we do get some emails here. Alonso, Rognaclia, and unfortunately Guarin, who I wanted to sell anyway. They want to leave the club because they haven't been playing as much, which is fine. I will probably grant all of their wishes. Even Guarin, who we've only had for a season, I just feel that he's not doing that well, and he is getting a lot older. We don't really need him anymore. We've brought in Kondogbia, we've got Bordrivlero, we've got Badalic as well. I don't feel like we need Guarin, and if he wants to leave, then I'll be more than happy to grant his wish and sell him on to a different team. But anyway, guys, there is the league table. As you can see, we are down in 4th currently. Could be doing a lot better. Hopefully we can in the next few episodes. And if you have enjoyed, if we could smash that like button, that would be absolutely awesome. And if you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all of the latest career mode uploads that I do on pretty much a daily basis. So anyway, guys, thank you, and I'll speak to you guys in the next episode very soon.